from Pan, a town that's south of Chiang Rai. Don't have too much distance, or the ride shouldn't be too bad today. Not too much hills or anything like that. Yeah, I'm getting a late start, so that's kind of the problem. I'm gonna stop at a local market before hitting the road. It's interesting, northern Thailand, there's not a lot of tropical fruit. There's not a lot of like palm trees everywhere, as there would be in central or southern Thailand, which is like sea level, much more tropical sort of environment. And I don't see a lot of fruit vendors. One of the great things about Thailand is like fruit vendor on every corner, and it exists up here, I think, just a little bit less, and that makes sense because it's a little bit cooler up here, and so they don't have as much of those tropical fruits naturally grown. So I'm gonna go to this local market here, try to get something. On these rides, it's like I want sugar. So I had like candy yesterday, and like, come on, that's not good. I'm gonna try to get some fruit here at this local market before hitting the road. And also left my bike downstairs because it was stairs only, no elevator. So let's see how that goes too. Hopefully my bike is still there. Okay, yes, the bike is still here, thankfully. So time to hit the road, go to this market first, and then try to make some decent progress here. All right. สวัสดีครับสับปะรด1ชิ้นเท่าไหร่ครับ20 บาทครับขอ3ชิ้นหน่อยครับครับ 3 pineapples here, pieces of pineapple, it's good enough. And I might just have them now actually, and then hit the road. Come on, that guy was super nice. He just gave me for free one of the things that he was making, a roti pancake. Just as I'm talking about how I had a candy bar last night, and I thought with 8 hours exercise or whatever, you can sort of eat whatever you want. Maybe I'm getting older. Yeah, I didn't feel good from that. Right as I'm talking about that and how I need some fruit to satisfy my sweet tooth before I hit the road in a healthy way, then this very nice guy, he just gives me the pancake for free. Saved it. Maybe I'm feeling better later, I can give it a try. Not too much of a difficult ride today. Hopefully should be fine. Let's see how it goes. So here at Wat Rong Khun, you can take photos outside the temple, but inside the temple photos are not permitted. So it's not your typical Thai temple. It was this sort of old rundown temple in the late 90s. Someone who's in real estate projects bought it with the intention of having it be temple, but also sort of an art installation and a way of communicating Buddhist teachings in an interesting way. I mean, it's one of the more striking temples, certainly in Thailand. Chiang Rai, by the way, is also just one of the best places in Thailand, if not the best place for temples. There's the white temple, there's the blue temple, there's the black temple, but this one is directly on my path, so I'll probably just only do this one for this trip. It's very striking when you first enter. White was a deliberate choice. It symbolizes purity, choosing not to go with gold. The designer argues in his choice of white, there's something impure about gold, and you see seen this in other religions. Catholicism versus Protestantism. Catholicism, the churches were very ornate. Protestantism, that became against the rules. No stained glass and just very simple churches. Clearly a number of religions in the world have dealt with that as well. So you're in there in the White Temple. It's very beautiful. There's a bridge and there's all these skulls and they're reaching from below, and obviously lots of religions in the world have this concept of below, which is like, you know, symbolizing HE double hockey sticks or whatever. In terms of Buddhism, it's meant to symbolize desire. These people down there, they have a strong desire. They're not in a great place. That's basically, I think, the Buddhist teaching in that choice of architecture. Then there's the two guys, the two guards. They symbolize death, and the other one is Judgment Day, giving the karmic judgment. Were you a good person? Were you not a good person? Which makes sense in sequential order. You die and then you're judged, right? Then into the main temple area where they're very strict about no photos or anything like that. But what's inside is lots of gold in there. So there's lots of drawings on the wall of all this like pop figures, pop culture, Marvel, superhero, this and that. Those, I believe, are meant to symbolize a delusion. These are sort of distracting people from reality. This is blocking their ability to sort of experience reality as it truly is. And they are plaguing the world in its individual and collective quest for enlightenment. There's also a real irony when you're in there. So that's the symbolism of it, right? The meaning of it is that it's bad. Yet, of course, all the people that go in there are like, cool, you know, Superman, that superhero. So it's a little bit of a irony that, well, it's proving, I suppose, the point. Okay, and then when you exit It's very white still, of course, but there's lots of little pieces of mirror reflecting light. So this is like the opposite. This is reality. Reality is good. Mirrors are good because they reflect reality and they reflect light. So you've sort of exited the center area where all these paintings of things that are distracting us from reality, and then you enter into this place that is all about reality, which is good and pure. Yeah, that's basically it. Just a very interesting temple, very visually striking temple. Just definitely worth a stop if you're in Chiang Rai. Of course, you gotta check it out. I got a little bit further to go today, so I'm gonna get going and then probably check out some more stuff in Chiang Rai now that I'm in a proper city. Let's get after it. See ya. All right, just had some dinner here in Chiang Rai. It was a good one. Isan food. I think I'm gonna have a lot of that from now on, especially in the evenings. I got liver, soup, pork dish, sausage, a couple others. And I think rice and stuff like that I'll save for midday when I'm like still cycling, because there's like glucose disposal or whatever. End of the day, I might try to keep those fast carbs low. I might just go check out the night market, and then other than that, that's it. Let's see how it goes. Actually, yeah, I'm just back here in the hotel, and there's a Saturday night market in Chiang Rai, sort of somewhat famous, I guess. I should go, but I'm just tired, and I'm just definitely not gonna go, especially the idea of being around crowds or something like that. It's just not something I'm into right now, so I'm just gonna call it. But tomorrow, going to the Golden Triangle. That shouldn't be too bad of a ride, and it's an interesting place. See you then.